Ikem Ekwonu, Patrick Ekwonu. So Ikem Ekwonu, that means my effort will not be in vain. And so really that means like whatever work you put into this life, you're gonna be rewarded for it eventually. It might not be at the timing that you want, but the timing is always gonna be right. So as long as you're working, you're doing your due diligence, doing everything that you can to be the best person you can be, you're gonna see those rewards come to fruition. Yeah, the culture, was obviously to always be successful in the classroom. The classroom always came first growing up. Success in the classroom gave us the freedom to choose different hobbies, different passions that we had. For my twin brother and I, our passion was always sports. So growing up, we played soccer, flag football, basketball, every sport we could think of, we wanted to do it. Always being successful in the classroom allowed us to, play Part 1 of football at such a young age, allowed us to play middle school football, allowed us to play high school football, and now eventually, play college football in the NFL. So.
You kind of a musical background, right?
I do. I did a little bit of musical theater, when I was a kid.
What were you in?
I was in the Jungle Book. I was in the Aristocats, 101 Dalmatians. I actually got the lead in the 101 Dalmatians. I was Pongo the dog, so that was a big step for me.
That was really my mom's doing. She kind of made us do plays when we were younger. And looking back now, I'm definitely thankful for it because it kind of helped us break out of our shells a little bit.
Did you sing?
Of course. It was a musical. I did everything. We had choreography. Yeah, all that. Part of the test for that, to assign roles, you have to get up in front of the whole camp and sing a part of it to kind of assign your role. And I just hated doing that. I hate solos. I hate singing in front of people. I don't like having the spotlight on me when I'm singing. So that was always something that gave me a little bit of stage fright. I play offensive line. We're not really in the spotlight anyway, so it's almost too perfect for me.
First time I saw him was with his dad, and the smile that we all know him to have, I remember it immediately. But my first memory of seeing him play football was in person at a game. Watched him play both ways, probably the best play he had in the game. He was playing offensive line. Their quarterback threw an interception. The kid that had it was running with the ball, and Icky destroyed him. He hit the kid so hard, it was like you picked him up and threw him out of a bar. That's what it looked like. And I was just like, oh my God, this guy's unbelievable,
I came out of high school, I was 6'3", 305. I was really 290, really. So I was still a little slim. I had the frame, but I was slim.
We looked at him as a really good player. I try not to compare my thoughts on the kid to what other people's thoughts are. When we saw what to us is impressive, a guy that plays both ways, that has a 7-foot wingspan, that has a 3-point plus GPA, that had the parents that he does, the brother, it's also a great athlete, a state champion wrestler. We saw a 5-star player. That's what we saw. Other people undervalued that, in my opinion, or didn't do their homework, or didn't know what they were doing, So I looked at it wow, this is really our kind of guy. Let's go get him.
I got here during the summertime, gave it my all, did everything the coaches, asked of me. When I finally put the pads back on, I guess I didn't really realize how ready I was to really play at this level. I started doing some of the things that I do on the practice field and on the game field. I feel like I kind of opened up the coaches' eyes a little bit. I feel like Coach Doran always kind of saw that potential in me. He said a couple of times that he came back and told the coaches that I'd play year one. And I didn't know that he had said that. But it's nice, seeing that manifest, into real life. And then ever since then, I kind of just knew, as long as I did everything I needed to do off the field, I worked out, ate right, kept my body straight, listened to the coaches, accepted criticism, I could just really reach new heights at this game.
He enjoys, he's having fun just dominating people, because I'll see him, in his game highlights or whatever, he'll, pancake somebody, and you see him stare him down and laugh at him mid-play. He's a goofy person, but seeing him flip that switch on game day and just how dominant he is was kind of surprising, and it was really fun to watch.
We had a great offensive line room my last year. A lot of my closest friends are in the offensive line room, so it's going to be hard not seeing them every day. It's really important for me to graduate. That was a goal that coming into college, I wanted to graduate as early as I could. I wanted to get a degree from NC State, And obviously, my background, my Nigerian heritage and my family plays a big part in that as well. Because, one of the things I told my mom, and when I told her I was going to declare, is trust me, Mom, I'm going to get my degree. That's a personal goal of mine. I'm not just doing it for you. That's a goal for me as well. So I'm definitely be getting my degree as soon as I can. Right after the bowl game, I got to go to Arizona and see my brother play in their bowl game. So it was nice seeing him face to face. Been a little while seeing that, so that was nice. Then I went straight from Arizona to California. So the last time I've been back in North Carolina is almost 3 months now, 3 months ago. So I went to California. I was training. It was a small group of us. Having a Mecca and Bam there when I was training was, great for me. Kind of already having chemistry with some of the guys that I was working with. It was a couple, probably the first weekend there, we just went out us three and kind of just explored California a little bit, as a unit. So that was just nice, having guys that, you were already so close with, being able to go to a new city, go to a new place, and still have that connection, man, everything to me. And those guys are definitely pushing me too. Bam loves to joke, so we were joking back and forth 24/7. Mac is one of the most competitive guys I've ever met in my life. So seeing the competition between him and Bam every day, and everything, lifting, speed work, everything, it was inspiring. It definitely drove me a little bit more, motivated me to make sure I keep up with those two. And then that going to the combine, it was a little bit of nerves, but it's really just mostly excitement, because I just prepared so much over the last couple months for that opportunity. So I just had this feeling I was going to go up there and do everything I needed to do, and I feel like I did that. So.
I think just the humility that the guy had, I think to go through the season with the accolades and to never see him change. The NIL opportunity he got, the grades that he gets in the classroom, the total package that he is, and to never feel like he all of a sudden is walking around like he owns the place, he doesn't care who you are, he doesn't care if you're a recruit, he doesn't care if you're a teammate, a coach, a family member. He always has time to talk to you, he treats you with great respect. That's what I'm proud of, as the player, certainly you're proud of the pancakes, and the personality got bigger as the year went on. I thought it was fun, to see the fun side of Icky. I think in front of the team was fun for those teammates to see how much fun he has, because they know how he plays. And so you can play like that and have that kind of fun. I think that was really cool for the teammates and the coaches to see.
I want to be remembered as, the best teammate I could have been. I want to be remembered as a guy that anybody, regardless of class or scholarship status, anybody that can come up and talk to. And I want to be a guy that, that has memories here. I feel like my class, especially class of 2019, and myself really left a mark on this program that, we set a standard at this program that we can't go back to. And so I just want, my name to be a part of that legacy.